Trying to work with people to get the very best out of the music that we can. Not always successful, but we try. That's really my passion, is to be able to share that gift with other people, and then in turn, those that are in the choirs, they share that with everyone in the congregation. My parents got me started in lessons when I was around 8, and it seemed to go fairly well. I enjoyed doing it, so much so that my parents used to set the timer on the stove to get my sister to stay long enough at the piano, and then they'd set it to get me off the piano because I'd be practicing for far too long. I played clarinet for 9 years. My father tried to get me to play guitar. I enjoyed playing clarinet, did not enjoy guitar, always loved the piano. I don't know, in some ways I think it kind of chose me. And so it's just something that's been in my life since I was 8. I started teaching when I was 16. At that point I knew that I wanted to teach. I don't know why, it seemed like what I wanted to do, so everything seemed to be geared toward that. So I took on a few beginners and then just kept building a bit of a studio before I even went to university. So I think I had about 14 students that year. Take a little I like the feeling of trying to get the best out of people and trying to share knowledge. So, I mean, I'm always working on developing my own abilities through exams and upgrading and training and conferences and things like that. And I like to be able to share that with people. So I get quite a good feeling when people are starting to get it, when the light bulb comes on and something makes sense. Yeah, I've got quite a variety of students. You adapt, and every situation is different, and you have to be able to move with every situation. It's kind of learning to read people as well. Not that I'm an expert at it, but I try. I really enjoy the challenge in conducting, because any of the movements and gestures that you make, it's reflected in the sound that you get back. So, in a good way or a bad way sometimes. When something comes together, it's such a feeling of satisfaction, and there's a connection that I get with it. I grew up in the church and then left it for a while, but my faith grew, and being able to share, particularly with the choral works, stories from the Bible or messages about faith to the congregation, it helps me as well. It helps me deepen my own faith. Back in 1996, I started ringing, actually with my friend and mentor and colleague, Joanne McLennan. She had a choir of essentially piano teachers and music directors for churches. So we all were in the same boat of learning to ring, and I just loved it. And it seemed to work for me, so it was something else that I got into. I love being in school, always have, and I don't know, I think a lot of it is just my need to learn more. It's never done. There's always more to do, and more to learn, and then more to share.